Emergency broadcast system announcing the commencement of the annual Purge. At the siren, all crime, including murder, will be legal for 12 hours. All emergency services will be suspended. Your government thanks you for your participation. What is this?
Tonight, the laws are released. America, a nation reborn. Just drive, just drive. Stick to the plan. Thank you.
Welcome to Miami. This is fantastic,
Yes.
Unusual, unique, as I was saying earlier, like
Yes.
not your average press day
No,
at
it's not.
a boring, staid, stuffy hotel. So, how are you enjoying being here?
In here,
Yeah, how do you
I'm
do?
having a great time.
Are you
No,
on tour with this
Yeah, the
thing?
Purge experience.
You're
We're
like a
taking
rock star.
I am a rock star.
Are you?
Yeah.
Oh, that's good to know. When's your next album? The Purge?
The Purge. From the Purges.
Yeah, exactly. You're the lead singer.
I'm Frank Purge.
Fantastic. So you're rocking and rolling, going through the country with this
Yeah.
crazy tour. Can you explain it to people a little bit?
The Purge experience is, you know, we try to emulate a little bit of what you feel like in the movie. If you were in the movie, where it's kind of interactive. It's not kind of. It is interactive, and you try to get from point A to point B without disappearing.
What is it about this movie that just gets people going? My gosh.
You know, it's. I'm excited because you're the first people that I've talked to have seen the film.
Okay.
So it's always that scary point where you don't know if anybody's going to respond. But it seems like, I mean, it's an intense movie. It's way more intense, I think, than even the first one. And it just expands on the idea of the Purge. And I saw it too a couple days ago, and I felt the same thing. I was like, so I understand.
And do you like that feeling? Do you think? Is it human nature? You think that we just like to be disturbed and freaked out and scared and
some weird way, I think that's what, listen, people jump out of airplanes, people ski down mountains that they shouldn't, people do all kinds of things with alligators. It's like, I think people in general want to do things that wake them up. This movie, like, you come out of it awake.
Now, you've done so many different projects. I was just, kind of studying your career a little bit before I was going to speak to you, and this is a little bit of a, departure, I would say, slightly.
Yeah.
How did you approach this role? How did you, what did you think of the script? Were you just excited to embrace this character? Or?
Yeah, I got a call from the director, James DeMonico, and Jason Blum, the producer. I went in and sat with them. I read the script. I saw the first film. I loved the premise of it. I loved the idea of being outside. And most of all, I loved the idea of being an anti-hero. When I was growing up, I'd see films with Lee Marvin and James Coburn and Charles Bronson and Clint Eastwood, and these were guys that didn't say much, but they did a lot, and that's what I felt that this guy was.
And how did you prepare physically for the role?
Physically, it's my thing to stay in shape, and I had just come off Captain America, and there was a lot of fighting and gunplay and stuff, so it was seamless, the transition to get into this physical part.
And where physically did you guys film this? Where was this
Downtown
set?
LA.
It was?
Yeah, it was downtown
it really
LA at
was.
night. Yeah.
Wow, was that a challenge to shoot and get all this stuff done when it was like the night hours? And
Yeah, I mean, you basically have a very specific amount of time, and the city only allows you a specific amount of time. There are a lot of rats running around, so you have to kind of navigate through that. But it really, listen, it really, at the end of the day, it really makes my job as an actor easier. So.
And how is it working with all these, the screenwriters and the producers? We've got Michael Bay, who lives here.
Yeah.
That was
Does he?
Yeah, he lives here.
He lives in
part-time Miami. Yeah, so you can go visit him.
Bay's guys were there a couple times, but they were pretty much hands off.
Okay.
Jason Blum really, as a producer, is fantastic because he lets the creative people be creative. It's very hands off, and Universal was there to support us the whole way, and now that the film seems like it's going to be impactful to an audience, everybody's rallying around it and doing great things with the Purge experience. So it's fun to be involved in this.
And would you be on board for number 3?
I spoke to James DeMonico, and
Yeah.
if they came to us with a great idea, And yeah, I really would like to see where this guy goes next.